name's Parry. Welcome to my 3-minute hit on Vejii Holdings. Ticker symbol is VEJI. And, what's happening here is an age-old issue on the small cap space. We have a company that's in a rapid growth pattern, does require some growth capital to get there, but the markets are just not happy at all. In general sense, it's a struggle for almost everybody to raise money right now, unless you've got a deal that's imminent that everyone loves. But I only think of one or two in the last few months that have been there. Vejii is, unfortunately, it's been financed largely by its CEO, Corey Zellickson, for the last little while. It hasn't been able to do any real promotion of itself because it's been in this process of the stock is down, the market cap is only $2 million. It's not a great time to go raise money in general, but at that stock price, nearly impossible. They could roll out and get some debt to keep themselves going, but I think the responsible thing right now has been to pull back a little bit, focus on the core business, make sure that what they have can keep operating, and go out there and look for something either to join, to purchase, to partner with, to sell to. So right now, Vejii Holdings, something that we've been talking about for large parts of the last year. The story on this company has been for a long time, really good business model of getting unprocessed, plant-based, vegan, vegetarian-friendly, etc. foods out through a delivery service. But as we've mentioned from the outset, the real key to this thing in executing it is to be able to scale out quickly, which is not an inexpensive thing. That's always been the risk of this deal, that maybe they'd run out of capital before they run out of space to grow to. They do have an asset that is worth something, but it may be something that they don't have the capital to fully execute on, but someone else does. So a lot of times when a strategic review comes in, which is where Vejii has found itself today, you get to a place where there is just no strategic alternatives. There's nothing to be done but to sell it for parts. But there are also times when the strategic review process opens it up to a potential to be bought out by others that are much more financed. On a $2 million market cap, the chance that someone will come along for 5 or 6 million, take over this stock and take over the assets, I would say is pretty strong. I'm not going to go tell you to go buy stock. It's definitely cheap enough that it would be a little ridiculous for it to get cheaper, but you never know. When a company is at this place, it is an all or nothing, ride or die. You either believe in it and you get in cheap and you hope for the big pop, or you stay clear and salvage your money and avoid any chance that it might drop a half a cent, which would be a big percentage drop at this current price. So I like the business model. And as much as Zellickson was part of the Namaste group back in the cannabis days, and I think has probably worn a lot of stigma from that with this company, I do think he's trying to do the right thing. He certainly put a lot of his own cash into it. And if it does fall over, it will be one of those situations that often happen on the small cap markets where a congruence of negative events just made it too difficult. If he does pull a rabbit out of the hat, I think that this actually turns everything around for him, removes that stigma from the old company and puts him in a place where maybe he can actually go out and execute on this program as he wanted to. That's my 3-minute hit on Vejii Holdings. Not a client right now. Still in here, making sure people know about what's happening because we are aware that some of our readers might have bought stock, might be holding stock, and it's best for you to know exactly what's happening, positive and negative, so that you can make an informed investment decisions going forward.